my wife and I drove down to Valpo on a Saturday afternoon in the fall, drove on campus, and quiet place, nobody was around. But I'm from very humble beginnings, so it didn't bother me. But when I came for the interview, the people were so nice and everything that it was a great place. And you know, I came in December of '96, and in August of '97, I had a stroke, and my family had just moved here, and of course, my wife's wondering what is she going to do, but the people were so great during that period of time and I think that's what you find about Valparaiso is that it's a very caring place. I would describe to someone that was thinking of moving to Valpo as a, a regular college town, that the diversity is not great here. However, there's equal opportunities for everyone. I think in the 17 years I've been here, you've seen the diversity improve and increase. I think Valparaiso, the city, has a name that an example, when we first moved here, family we were in Maryville, and they used my credit card, and they asked me my address, and I said Valparaiso, and they said, "You don't live in Valpo." I said, "Yes, I do." "No, you don't. We don't live in Valpo." You know, Valparaiso has the name that it was a sundown town, and blacks were not in Valpo after sundown, and people in Lake County had an impression that Valpo wasn't a welcoming city for African Americans. I would describe the student body as probably not yet proportional to society, but we are moving in definitely a more diverse student body than we were 17 years ago. Where staff-wise, we have made improvements also. I am concerned because as I look at faculty, we have the same number that we have 17 years ago, especially with African American faculty. There are meetings that I sit in on campus now when maybe I'm not uncomfortable, but I look around the table and I'm the only person there. And, you know, that's been my life for the last 45 years probably since I've been a professional. And you know, there were times when my wife and I, you know, we've been to many events and social functions when we were one of the few African Americans there. In order to retain students, we're going to have a place where they feel comfortable, where there are things that they can do, and they can have mentors that they can relate to if they want to. Everyone will not want to, but when they could go through a career without knowing African American instructor, then that's not good. Do people really think about diversity when it comes to assignments and promotions, or do they just see this person as an instructor? You know, in trying to be equal, I feel that we don't make statements that let the minorities know that we want them here. We see them as valuable employees, and we see them moving forward.